Before we continue with this video, look, another fracture for Flamengo. That tackle by Andreas Pereira, which should have been a card, but Davi Oliveira Lacerda ignored it. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Always hurting Flamengo, benefiting Palmeiras. That tackle caused a fracture in Jorginho, man. That's absurd. This is a shame. This is a shame. Flamengo's getting screwed over once again, man. Once again, Flamengo's getting screwed over, man. What a shame, man. Flamengo loses the player for the Libertadores and the rest of the Brazilian Championship. He'll have to recover during the World Cup. Damn, Jorginho's fracture. Look at this. Jorginho has a confirmed fracture. Flamengo 6th in 5 months. An exam was performed on Monday morning and midfielder Jorginho was confirmed to have a fracture in his right big toe. The injury is the result of 2 violent fouls sustained in the first half of Flamengo versus Palmeiras. They should have been sent off, in which the opposing players weren't even given a yellow card. It's Andres Pereira, right? Flamengo is sharing this. This is the 6th fracture a Flamengo player has suffered in under 6 months this season. In none of the plays that caused these injuries was the opposing player sent off. This is a disgrace, CBF. You guys are full of shit. The day you released that statement, you were full of shit. CBF is full of shit. CBF is making it clear that they want to harm Flamengo. This is a joke. This is unfair. Putting these lousy referees to officiate Flamengo's games, okay? Not even a yellow card was given. That absurd tackle in the first minute of the game. Less than a minute in, Andres Pereira on Jorginho. On the other hand, Flamengo is the team with the most ball in play time in the country, and you want to harm this team. Only 12th in fouls committed, but it's the club with the most players sent off in the Brasileirão so far. 6, with 5 of them being straight red cards. You bastards. None of these send-offs resulted in the opposing player leaving the field or getting injured. Jorginho is out of the match against Cusco in the CONMEBOL Libertadores this Tuesday. If he's not fit to play next Saturday, it will be Flamengo's 10th confirmed absence for the match against Coritiba in the 2026 Brasileirão. It's a shame. It's absurd. This is bullshit. Honestly, that's the only way to put it. What they're doing to Flamengo is bullshit. They're messing around. That statement the CBF released on the day of the match against Palmeiras seemed like it was written by someone. It really seemed like it was written by someone. It's a shame. It's a joke. It's abuse, man. Allowing a referee like that to officiate, act as he did, and write that match report all against Flamengo, right? Letting them hit Flamengo's players as much as they want. It's a joke. It's a disgrace. Yeah, my friends, Danilo said it all. He let it out. Arrascaeta also let it out. And that's it. That's it. We need people, right? With heart, with red and black blood. And these guys, at least, they feel the loss. That's important, right? Especially because we want this to be fuel for a turning point in the season. And we believe in this team, in this turning point. In Rossi himself too, right, Rossi? It's time to turn things around and start playing well too, right, Rossi? Start making saves again, right? 3 games in a row with 4 blunders is a joke, isn't it? Hey guys, greetings red and black fans. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're just getting here, I invite you to follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below. Turn on notifications by clicking the bell and drop a like on the video. And I'm here wearing Petkovic's 2001 three-peat jersey. Yeah, in honor of Pet, who's launching his channel today, Petkovic TV. Congratulate him. I invite all of you to subscribe to Petkovic TV. Show some support for Pet, everyone who's watching here. Big news, Petkovic TV is launching today, right? Congratulations to Pet. Yeah, I even made the announcement here on Insta. And we had people reacting here. It's blowing up here on Insta, right? Over 200,000 views. Check this out. I'll show you guys. Today's the day.
Papa, I've told you this almost 1,000 times, Papa. It's Petkovic TV. It's launching. There will be sports, culture, entertainment, all of that, okay? That's my laugh there, Petkovic TV. Papa, please don't forget, okay? Big hug from Pet.
I won't forget, man. I won't forget. I won't forget. Papa. Yeah, entertainment, right? Sports, it'll have it all, man. That's cool, huh? Petkovic TV. So, congratulations to Pet on this new endeavor. The guy who scored an Olympico against Palmeiras, right? In the final stretch for the Brazilian championship title. The guy who has already given us so much joy and who will now bring us joy with content, right? Yeah, producing content. Look, we had Arrascaeta speaking out here, okay? Venting and taking a stand. And the fans are on his side. Of course, Arrasca wrote, it was a defeat, not the end, and red black hearts. Yeah, Diogo Calatrava sent it. Sunday with Flamengo 2025 with 6 titles, and Palmeiras 2026 with only 1 win. Danilo sends his regards. That's it, okay? Yeah, Anayeda Coelho. This is our Arrascaeta. He shines in the cup and comes back better and more perfect. The nation eagerly awaits you. God bless you. I already figured that Flamengo would end up losing to Palmeiras without their main player when he got injured in that game. I was there against Estudiantes in Buenos Aires. When I saw him get injured, I knew he would be out. I said, man, he makes a huge difference. The teams are very evenly matched, Flamengo and Palmeiras. And Flamengo without Arrascaeta loses a lot. Even so, Flamengo was still dominating Palmeiras. But that's it. That's football. Sometimes a red card decides the game, right? And that's what happened. Yeah. And the guy has to think about Flamengo, right? The guy has to think about Flamengo. Because it's no use for you. Man, it's Carrascal, right? Man, that's crazy. You're playing for Flamengo and you didn't feel the loss. Just like Arrascaeta and Danilo made it very clear to me. Showing love for Flamengo while others just want to party, right? Birthday and all that. And then what we're hearing is that there was a party. The people close to the player deny it, but you have to be an athlete. You have to care more about Flamengo, right? People sending messages, Jeff sending, we love you, Arrasca. Come back soon. Kelly, Aline Hearts. Come on, come back soon, Arrascaeta. Fran, no. Lucasin, 7,889, that said Flamengo 2026, Brazilian champions. I really believe in Arrascaeta, in the return of our foreign star. Pet, who is our other foreign star, right? Flamengo's best foreign players, Petkovic and Arrascaeta. Yeah, please come back soon, magician. People are asking. An idol is really missed. Really missed. Henrique Campos. He said it. What goes around comes around. Yeah, you can't miss that many goals, right? It should have been 2-0 when their player was sent off, but we messed up and weren't ahead. That's why we felt it too. It's different when you're a man down and just trying to see the game out. Agora. Now, let me talk to you guys. What goes around comes around. They're provoking us and fueling us, and nobody gets away owing us anything. Number 2, right? There was Inferno 1, Inferno 2 with Galo. Nobody gets away owing us anything, part 1. Nobody gets away owing us anything, part 2. Right? I'm going to talk about Danilo here too, right? Danilo made a post venting, right? Just like Arrasca, he shows that he loves the club. Yeah, we've had a few weeks with ups and downs in performance and results. And we can't in any way be satisfied. I've been at Flamengo for nearly a year and a half. We know that here life is good if we win, if in the end we bring the trophies home. And that's how it has to be. Time to pull together and turn frustration into motivation. Look at that. And finish the first half of the season in the best way possible. However, we can't forget what we've built. Not living in the past, but respecting the icons of last year's championship team. You only do the math at the end. Red and black hearts and a little wink. Check out Danilo's message. You only do the math at the end. You feel it, right? The need to take a stand. Feeling the defeat. That's what we expect from a great player. Right? From a player who knows how to defend Flamengo's colors. Yeah, I'm going to make a call right now. To someone who was even taking a stand. Look at that. He's here. He's here. We're here. We're here. Macula. It's really from the market. It's really from the market. Macula, former president of Ratsa, right? One of the leaders of the organized supporters group. He's a guy, damn, from my time. I'm 40 years old. How old are you, Macula?
No, 46, 4.6.
Yeah, I'm 4.7, so it's the same thing. Bro, look, I was just talking. I'm making a video and thought I'd call him to record with me. Yeah. He was, man, how long was he the president of Ratsa? I used to go to Ratsa too. I was part of Ratsa. I even had a Ratsa membership card. I was going to ask you something, Macula. I was looking at Arrascaeta's post here saying that, right? It's about like it was just one defeat. It's not the end. And he's really missed. And I was looking at Danilo's post showing that all of this will be fuel. And here's what I noticed. The attitude of some players like Danilo and Arrascaeta. Some players really feel the loss and respect the fans. Meanwhile, there are players who, at first, we even talk about punishment and everything, but it seems they've completely lost respect for the fans. How is the atmosphere with a guy who still thinks about partying, Macula? Look, I don't know.
Man, I don't know what the board is thinking, right, man? I think the board is the main experiment. From punishment to contract termination. They're the ones there, the club management, after all. We, as passionate fans, we get outraged, right? But sometimes our outrage, I don't know how long that's going to reach Bappy. I'm going to take a radical step with Carrascal. Today, he can win back the fans' support. He needs to redeem himself, whether by scoring in the championship final or semifinal. So he can try to understand that the guy is so irresponsible if he gets sent off 3 times. He throws a small party after being sent off. After losing to our biggest rival.
They're denying it, okay? They're denying it. They're denying the party, okay?
The party happened. We're not fools or dumb. We've been around a long time. The crew was at his condo's door yesterday. A bunch of girls were arriving. No one here is dumb. The party happened. There's no point trying to cover it up, make excuses because the party happened. We already knew the party happened. But we don't have I don't think we have the freedom to do what we used to do in the past anymore. Right? I also don't even think that's called for anymore. But if he were man enough, he could at least go outside and apologize for yesterday's game. Maybe it would even look better for him. If he had the guts, he would have gone outside to apologize to the guys yesterday. Bro, I messed up. Today's my birthday. A player has to have guts. That's what I'm saying. But he doesn't have guts. He's weak, he's irresponsible, that's the real truth, and he's not the kind of player worth the money he was signed for. To be honest, he's not that player.
He's not, but that's the point. You can't just end the contract because you'll lose money. What Flamengo has to do is, since Pilhado said there was even a 25 million offer on the table, man, is to sell him. So
go for it, man.
It's about selling the player, not ending the contract.
He always says that, man, sell. There's no downside for the club, and we get rid of players who don't want anything to do with Flamengo.
Plata, he woke up. Plata, he woke up. Let's see if it's another one. It's another one.
He's a different player. Thank God Plata managed to wake up.
Before he got discredited, right? But this guy's already discredited. The problem is he already did that to himself, right?
I agree. Now I'll point to the referee as the exception here. The referee went too far.
This can't be. No, the referee was waiting for what was given. The referee waited, then it was given. That's it.
So that's what happened. That's it. Now, his lack of judgment was a big problem. He's going to be under a lot of pressure, game by game. Now he's going to have to deal with the situation. The coach, when it comes to if he keeps backing him, will have to deal with the pressure from the stands. They won't give him any peace. He'll have to score in every game. He must score in the finals and semifinals to change things. If not transferred, he'll keep living this nightmare at Flamengo. There's no escape.
Thanks, Macula. I really hope that Flamengo's directors, Boto and Bap, take action. They should start making moves in the transfer market already. Take advantage of the fact that he's not going to the World Cup. He's not going to the World Cup. He's not playing anymore, right? Because he's not going to play against... Maybe he would play now in the Libertadores, right? Maybe he would play now in the Libertadores against Cusco. I wouldn't put him in, though. I would bench him until after the World Cup. If he does well at the World Cup with Colombia, then you negotiate. He plays, you negotiate, and that's it. You know? That's it.
If he were outstanding...
No.
It would even be good for us. He's a big guy.
It was even expensive, right? It was even too expensive, right? It was even too expensive, right? Kind of rare. Yeah.
I'm not going to negotiate. Just play. Could be comes in so that when Arrascaeta can't play, to do what Arrascaeta does, but he doesn't even come close to what the Uruguayan does. So,
bro, forget it. Yeah, and that's it. Just like you said, let's wrap it up here. Thanks to everyone who can follow us there. It's Anderson Macula, right? On Insta, Anderson Macula on Insta. Yeah, my friends, that's how it is. Now it's just like Macula said. If he chose this path, either he'll have to score a goal every game, score decisive goals and all that, or he'll have to put up with the fans, with the crowd pressuring him every game. The game won't have peace, but that's it. He brought this on himself, right? He brought this on himself. We're together. Thanks, Macula. Thanks. Big hug. We're together. Guys, that's it, okay? We talked here with Macula, one of the leaders of Raça Rubro-Negra. I'm not in favor of fighting, but I am in favor of firm pressure. He even said, no, man, in the old days, they would go there, enter the training center, go into practice, call the guy over, come here, then Julio Cesar would come. I remember all those things, but today, that's not how it is. But you can still demand that the board take action, right? Especially because I'm against any kind of aggression, any kind of demand that involves violence. I'm against it. Now, there has to be, some accountability, right? Internally within the board. A player like this can't do what he's doing, right? He can't be doing what he's doing. Plata woke up and is earning the fans' affection. It's very hard for the other one to win people back, like Anderson Macula said, right? Você a seguir, curtir, compartilhar em todas as plataformas. Você que está no YouTube, convida a se inscrever aqui embaixo, acionar a notificação no sininho, deixar aquele like maroto no vídeo. Saudações rubro-negras. Isso aqui é Flamengo. Petkovic TV, se inscreve lá na Petkovic TV. Tamo junto, valeu!